It's the Texas weather discussion video for Tuesday, the 30th of October. I'm Donovan Neal. Another warm day is expected today, but as we get into tomorrow, another wet, rainy day is expected for Halloween tomorrow. If you don't see the rain, you'll definitely see the clouds. And could we see some severe weather? Hopefully, we'll answer your questions. So let's just dive in here. This is the upper air look across the continent. You can see that trough rotating off to the east near the near the coastal states off to the east, and we have zonal flow here. We'll have increasing clouds during the afternoon and evening hours, but again, it's expected to be another nice warm day today. On the watch warning map, flash flood watches in effect for parts of the Midwest and near the Mississippi Valley. Otherwise, things are pretty quiet down here. On convective outlooks, maybe we'll see some thunder here, but no organized severe weather is expected. And this is day 2, which is Halloween tomorrow. How about an enhanced risk of severe storms for places including Houston and just to the south of Shreveport? And surrounding that, we have a standard slight risk in effect for severe weather for areas like Beaumont and Shreveport and down to parts of New Orleans and DeRidder and some of those adjacent areas. And of course, surrounding that, we have a marginal risk that includes basically some parts of North Texas and extends all the way towards Mississippi. But we'll get into specifics here in a little bit. And this is the average rainfall for the next 7 days, valid through Tuesday morning of next week. Heavier totals remain near the Mississippi Valley, and down here amounts around an inch. This is a very sharp gradient. An inch to around 2.5 inches of rain expected for parts of North Texas. And again, that's anything that we see tomorrow, and that's mainly anything that we pretty much see tomorrow. And here are the tropics. The rest of the Atlantic Basin remains very quiet, with the exception of one lone storm in the central Atlantic. Hurricane Oscar is a Category 2 hurricane with 105 maximum sustained winds, and it's expected to continue to stay far from land as it makes its journey towards the northern Atlantic. So let's go on to the model output. This is the 06Z run at the GFS, valid this afternoon at 1 o'clock. You can see we have that trough rotating to the east from the west, and down here, I think it'll be, of course, another warm, pleasant day today. We'll have increasing clouds. As the front approaches. Highs will be mostly in the upper 70s, but we could reach low 80s at times. But here's Wednesday at 1. You can see we can clearly see that the cold front is basically at our area at this time. But let's go down here specifically. This is the 3-kilometer NAM at 7 o'clock on Wednesday, and you can see we have a few scattered showers here. We can have a few scattered showers here and there, but most of the activity starts on the in western Texas near Abilene, Texas. But here's 10 o'clock. You can see that activity becomes a little bit more widespread as we go with time. And by 1 o'clock, you can see we have some showers and thunderstorms. We have showers and thunderstorms in our North Texas counties, and some rain, and mostly rain continuing for our other parts of the region. And here's 4 o'clock tomorrow. You can see that these showers and thunderstorms take on a more linear mode of things, and of course that would mean a damaging wind risk if that were to verify for our areas in East Texas. But down here in North Texas, we start to clear out just a little bit from the rain, and this is 7 o'clock. We start to clear out a bit from the rain here and there, but we still could mention the chance of a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. So let's go on to if we'll see some severe weather. Let's go on to the most unstable CAPE values, and you can see the higher CAPE values are basically placed near in southeastern Texas. And by the afternoon, pretty much by the afternoon hours. So obviously the main limiting factor here for severe weather is mostly instability here. But I do think if we see if we see a few strong thunderstorms try to develop during the morning hours in North Texas, I think a couple of those could actually turn severe. Again, gusty winds and small hail will be the main threats. And here's the SCP significant tornado perimeter. Again, just goes to show you that the main severe weather risk is off in southeastern Texas, and pretty much the threat for severe weather is pretty much non-existent during the afternoon hours on Wednesday. So I think a good chunk of Wednesday will be mostly wet and cloudy, with highs mostly in the upper 60s. At this point. We'll have a very hard time reaching the 70s. But here's Thursday. After that, Thursday, the first day of November, looks to be a very clear day. Again, with a mix of sun and clouds, highs mostly in the mid to upper 60s. Pretty much the same thing on Friday, and pretty much the same thing on Saturday. Mostly sunny, highs mostly in the low 70s. And same thing on Sunday. And on Monday, that looks like a surface front could actually come by during the afternoon hours by Monday. And we could see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms from that, but that's too early to tell. We'll stick with the dry forecast. Highs will be in the mid 60s. And here's a week from today, Tuesday, the 6th of November. You can see we have a trough just basically down here. And down here, we remain very quiet with very busy activity just to the east of us. And here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Thursday, the 8th of November. You can see we have deep troughing to the north, and down here that looks like a winter event, possibly setting up for parts of the high plains into parts of the Midwest. But you can see for the numbers for the next 15 days coming off the GFS ensemble, you can see highs after today. Highs mostly resort back to the 60s, with lows mostly in the 40s and 50s in most spots. We go back to semi-average. We basically go back to below average temperatures for November. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll run it in the blog. Next video here is expected to be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can, catch your local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.